This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.
Welcome back to another episode of the Icon Podcast. I'm your host, Gianna, and thank you to Sphere Rocket VA for getting us connected with Gary. Is it Mawson today?
Mawson, yes.
Mawson. Awesome. That's a cool back name. I was like, Mason, Mawson, Mawson. I like that. Gary, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So let's get to know you a little bit. Take us back in time. Where are you from? What market are you in now? And how did you find yourself in real estate?
Awesome. So obviously my name's Gary Mawson. I am from New Jersey. I live in Neptune, New Jersey, where it's right next to Asbury Park. It's kind of the more famous town that people will know. And I've been a licensed realtor since 2007. I started this right out of college. I was doing mortgages, did not like that, and got my license. And I think it's 17 years later. Here I am. We have our team is the Jersey Property Group, and we're currently expanding our team. We're at 7 agents currently, and growing. So we're ready to rock. Awesome,
that's great. Growing and in a good market that you like. You said it's pretty well-known, popular area. So that's always exciting. Well, Gary, tell me, was EXP your first brokerage? Did you start somewhere else? How did you stumble across EXP? What made you make the jump?
So I think I've been with 5 different brokerages actually, but we started off with a small mom and pop. They closed shop. We went to Remax for a short period of time, and that didn't really pan out for us at the point in our career we were at. And I keep saying we because my wife is my business partner, and we kind of did all this together. We started in the business and everything. So we went to a company called GMAC Blue Realty. They sold to Coldwell Banker, so we were Coldwell Banker for a short period of time, and then we were at Keller Williams for 8 years. And from Keller, we made the decision to jump over to EXP where we're just over 3 years at this point.
Okay, awesome. So you've been here for a little over 3 years. How many times have you iconed?
2 times.
2 times? Okay, great. So, Gary, EXP has a lot of cool amenities, stock share, it's got revenue share, stock options, collaboration, everything else. And what about EXP absolutely makes you say, I'm never leaving this place? What do you love about it?
So, I came for the splits, and but I did see the opportunity with the rev share and recruiting, and also the stocks. And I just knew from the start, I'm like, I'm going to go and I'm going to join the stock program. And when I joined, I think the company was at like $8, $9, $10 a share. So we gained a ton of shares through that. And just with our regular commission splits that are going into the stock program. So we made a lot of money off of just investing in the stock normally. And then we still have a ton of shares that haven't even invested yet. So that was like a huge part. And I really love the fact that we're sitting on a ton of gifted shares that were just given to us from the company.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like a 401k in the making, not legitimately, but you can use it as one or as a down payment on a dream house or whatever it is. I've heard so many different stories about how people use their stock. It's exciting.
I cashed out of my stock and bought my Florida house last year. So that was pretty awesome.
That's really cool, Gary. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Of course. Go ahead. Keep going.
So the rev share, we've been slow to build that, but we do have quite a few people that are in our downline, and we're continually growing that out. So we're at a point right now where it's really going to start taking off, and we'll start seeing pretty good residual from that as well. So I mean, we're excited to get that part of it off the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. That rev share is super exciting. It's a way to have passive income coming at you all the time. I had an Icon agent, maybe it was at the end of last week, tell me that she makes $8,000 to $9,000 a month off of her rev share.
Wow, that's
I'm like,
awesome.
okay, maybe I am in the wrong industry in podcasting. Maybe I need to start recruiting here at EXP. But yeah, that's awesome. Keep building that up, and it's there's never saying what could come of the team that you're building. Like you could simply just not sell a house in 3 years and still be making money off real estate. It's really exciting. That's an opportunity that EXP offers you. And that's cool, Gary. I look forward to seeing you grow your team.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. So you've got a lot of goals set out. Obviously you're a high producer because you're an Icon agent. You're trying to grow this team. But at the end of the day, how do you make sure to take care of Gary? How are you positively not on burnout mode? You've got a nice work-life balance. How do you keep it all together?
You don't. Seriously though. So we have two kids, 6 and 1, 6-year-old boy, 1-year-old girl. They really, I mean, you're basically coming home from work and going into work mode at home. But they like having the family is really the reason why we do what we do, and they are my why. So the one thing that I like to do is I wake up early and I meditate in the morning.
Okay.
That's probably my one thing. I try to get on the bicycle, but that's something I like to do, but I have not been successful at that one lately.
That's okay. Sometimes it's tough, man. But you got to get that meditation in, just a few moments of quiet, whatever it is that recharges you and gives you the energy you've got for the day. That's great. The way that I meditate is I hit snooze for 5 minutes, and I'm really bad at getting up early. I hate it. And it's so cute because my dog will today it's super rainy in Nashville, so he'll get all snuggled up, and I'm really bad at holding myself accountable to getting out of bed when that alarm goes off. So, if you've got to set it that early in the morning to be able to meditate, get some quiet time. I had an Icon agent yesterday talking to me that she's got 2 twin boys and another little boy. They're all under the age of 7, I think. Oof. So she gets up at 4:15 in the morning just for some peace and quiet. I'm like, I get it.
Yep. That's pretty much how it is. And you get to the point where you do it naturally. You don't even need an alarm clock at that point anymore.
That's awesome. One day I'll get there, but not today. Well, Gary, that's great. You've got to set those boundaries, give yourself that little time to recharge. So your best self for your team, your clients, all of the above. And now I'd like to talk a little bit about the Icon Award. You've Icon twice, you said, and I would love to see it through Gary Mawson's eyes, right? So what is the Icon Award to you? What benefits did you take away from it? And how did you give back to EXP culture? Did you teach, mentor, give back to the EXP world? What was your, avenue with your Icon Award?
So I'm a certified mentor within EXP. So I am actually, I like to mentor people. I think it's the easy way to go. I enjoy talking and teaching. So that one was really the route for me to go. And I think it's just a cool give back for the company to recognize the people who are producing in the industry. And I don't know, I've never was a big award guy, but when I got the little glass trophy back into my house, it kind of sank in and made it a real thing for me.
Yeah.
I have them both sitting in my office over here, and when we move to our new office, we'll display them a little bit better. But they're just sitting on the windowsill right now.
That's okay. Those are some hefty things too. They're I've actually had some icons on here be like, yep, it's broken in half because it's heavy.
Oh my God.
That's a bummer. But at the same time, it's what's so nice about that award is it's so much more than just that hefty glass trophy, right? It's stock share, and it's, opportunity to go to EXP Con and shareholders and earn your cat back. And really be a part of the EXP culture. So the nice thing about breaking that sucker in half is it's not all said and done. There's some intangible stuff that it comes with.
It is pretty awesome. Although my first stock award, they gave me my stock award at like $76 right before the stock went.
Oh,
So
no.
it's worth like a third of what I got it at.
Oh my gosh,
But it's gonna come back. I'm not worried about it.
Oh, for sure. These people, I mean, these icon agents are so confident in these stock options and where they're going to go, and frankly, that's up. That I wouldn't be worried about it either, Gary. I'm not an agent or anything. I'm not even with EXP, but I'm like, should I invest in EXP stocks? Because I talk to these icons all day, every day, and I see these people working so hard for this company that I'm like, and they like it. They love to work hard for this company because this company invests back into them. That I'm like, should I buy some EXP stock?
Yes.
The answer is yes. You're right.
21 bucks. That's cheap.
Oh my gosh. Maybe I know what I'm doing with my paycheck this Friday. Well, Gary, I would like to talk to any newbies that are listening right now, right? So maybe they're new to the real estate world. Maybe they're new to the EXP world. They see this big shining icon award. They're like, wow, those are the top 2% of people at EXP. Like, I don't know if that's something I should strive for this year. Is that out of their reach? What are some little goals they should set to get there? What's just some advice when it comes to iconing for the newbies at EXP?
I mean, it's a goal that everybody really should set. If it's something that you want, then go for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the simple answer to your question is, I mean, obviously real estate's a hard industry to be in regardless. And this little thing right here, I tell everybody it's worth $100,000, nothing else. I mean, so most agents, that's what their goal is. They come in, they're like, I want to make 100 grand. That's a common answer that I get. So, I mean, if you just call through your phone, there's 26 letters in the alphabet and 30 days in a month. So it's an easy way to get through your phone and just start calling people that or people that are just call your phone and you'll do the business. So it's really just a relationship business, and to be in front of as many people as you possibly can, you'll hit your goals and you can be an icon too. It's not that hard.
Yeah, that's great advice. Just buying into those warm leads, those numbers in your phone, they're going to see that. Hopefully your contact is saved, and they're going to answer it because they're like, yeah, what's this guy want to talk about? And even though they may not be looking now, life changes very quickly. They could be looking in a couple months. They could have a friend or a best friend, cousin selling their house, buying a house, whatever it is. And so buying into those warm leads, buying into your mentors, I think that's pretty important when striving for the Icon Award, especially as a newbie.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Absolutely.
That's great advice, actually. Not just shoot for the stars, see what happens. Like, here's some tangible, like, tactical advice. Go for it. Call everybody in your phone. And so, Gary, were you ever on the fence about EXP? Were you looking at the greener grass on this side, but you heard the negative things in the industry, like, oh, they're a pyramid scheme. Oh, they're a cult, blah, blah, blah.
I think that there was just under 7,500 agents when I joined. So we kind of, we came over with a pretty big group of people in New Jersey, and we kind of just trusted the people that we're talking to. And I mean, we took the leap of faith with them and just kind of never looked back. It was the same thing when we were at Keller Williams. When we started, it was the exact same thing. Like, it wasn't a big deal for us. We just went and we made the change and just did it.
See, and that's all it is too. You're just making a change. And I think a lot of people fear, the loyalty they have with their current brokerage, or, this and that, or they've become really good friends, or they love the culture there, or whatever it is, and they don't want to make the jump. But, they also hear these negative things in the industry. So I guess what's some advice to somebody that's sitting on the fence about EXP and they see the grass is greener, but they're too nervous to make the change?
Just go for it. It's definitely a life-changing opportunity. And there's nothing at the company that's a negative for me. It's really just your own perception of it. Just go for it.
Absolutely. Just do it. And if you don't like it, you shouldn't be burning bridges. You can always go back and Like Gary said, just do it. It's as easy as that.
There's really no secret sauce to it. I mean, I really love it here, and I wouldn't go back. There's nothing that I see that's gonna change, and I really actually like being on an island by ourselves. So we have a private office with just our team, and there's no office. And some people find that as a negative. I really think of it as a positive, because there's no distraction whatsoever. The only people that are here talking to me are people that I'm collaborating with on a daily basis anyway.
Absolutely. You got to look at that. And if it takes that much, list out the pros and cons of, coming over to EXP or staying at your brokerage. And I think you'll find a lot more pros if you really sit down and understand the model of EXP, which is great because our agents here, and I'm sure Gary would too, would love to sit down with you, take you to lunch or have a virtual coffee, whatever it is, and show you that model, because once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Well, Gary, I think it's been a great episode. We're just over a little over 15 minutes now. Is there anything else you would like to leave the listeners with, so that, any advice or, I don't know, a joke, whatever you have, Gary? Just, I don't want you to feel like you left anything unsaid today.
I mean, EXP is a great company. Real estate is definitely an awesome field to be in. If you're willing to work it, you can make a lot of money in this industry, and just lean on the people that are above you. It's really just duplicating what's already been done and just being able to do it and just going for it. So, I'm an open book. If you guys ever want to reach out to me, Instagram, I'm at Investor Data, or you can find me on YouTube as well. We're the Jersey Property Group.
Awesome. Gary, thank you so much for your time today, and be on the lookout for me at EXPCon and shareholders, because I'd love to get together and pick your brain a little more.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Gary. Bye-bye.
This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success, and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.